I've been using Linear for years now. I've been using it in a way that I think helps us organize all of our projects and teams and sort of sprints. From what I heard, even before I joined, the way in which we originally would track, for example, bugs before a release was one text document in our code base that people would add to. So it was literally the purest form of no sort of structure.
Cursor is very decentralized and very IC driven, which means that there's kind of a battle of like tools that will survive via adoption. And I think Linear has been one.
As we've grown, especially over the past year, we've moved to organizing things around releases where anyone on the team can use the Slack bot, create a bug. Almost everything is tracked. And then we triage those bugs across people on the team.
We've built a lot of integrations into Linear, like our cloud agents, a lot of Slack integrations. Those are bidirectional, meaning that updates go from Linear to Slack, and issues go also from Slack to Linear.
What I really love about it is just the modularity. As you go through different stages, Cursor especially, of the team growing and things changing, Linear is actually really adaptive and able to change with the team as we grow and try different processes.
Just the ease of customization and the reliability and the ability to support 5 to 10 products across every operating system has been essential.
What's changed with the agent integration into Linear is it's almost like the default is that something gets worked on.
The Cursor Linear integration has allowed us to really tighten the loop between problem or feature request and implementation.
Before, it's easy for something to kind of be discussed but lost. And because we're pretty diligent now about tracking things, when we open up Linear, you see that the Cursor agent has already started running, and so there's already a PR open, and you're able to test it out, and whether you want to merge it in or not, all of that is tracked and kept in sync.
Users don't have to take the Linear issue, copy and paste it, put it into the agent, and then get back to their work.
It really kind of compresses not just in terms of being a central and unifying place for all the things that are going on and seeing those threads, but also just pushes us to ship more things because we are actually biasing more towards action than just discussion.
We and a lot of our customers are using Linear, which means that we can just so quickly internally dog food a version of that, meaning in 2 or 3 days, we can have an at Cursor go fix this Linear issue. I think that has evolved to a really sophisticated and rich experience. So the agent SDK, reporting back different tool use and conversation and supporting follow-ups and letting you click right into PRs and opening Cursor, that has evolved over time. But I think a big part was internal dog fooding.
We get feedback from so many varied places. We have our own forums where tons of Cursor users and ambassadors are finding things that they want to improve or fix. On Twitter, there are so many different threads. And so yes, it's a lot of information to sort of collect. There's duplication, things to triage.
At Cursor, IC engineers are responsible for delivering features. That means when there's a new part of the product, there's 1 or maybe 2 people responsible for it. And so what Triage Intelligence lets us do is it lets us direct the issues that matter to those 1 or 2 people without needing meetings or sprint planning. Lets us take the single issue, figure out who's supposed to be the right owner, and send it directly to them versus having a process where we go through meetings.
The way I would say something is actually defined and is that going to get fixed is only if it's able to be, ticketed and spelled out. Otherwise, things can easily get lost in the tracks or in the gaps between all these different surface areas that we have. I would say Linear is truly the best product in its space. It not only is a well-crafted product that inspires builders as they are building their own products.
I put Linear in a very high craft tier of products. We'd like Cursor to be in that same tier.
I think so much of what it means to build something is to be able to properly clarify, define, and assign things and keep track of whether they're done or not. Linear actually is the best way to not just organize tickets, it's actually the best way to organize the things you're trying to get done across an engineering organization.
If you want me to make any more Linear comments, I love the keyboard shortcuts. I love the speed. I love that I report bugs in our shared Slack channel and you fix them the next day.